Welcome to Zen in a Moment, episode 66, with Zen Crier to Brooke. Hello, and I am so excited that you are here listening to this. We're continuing our series on how to easily create wealth and flow in your life. And one of the things that is a traditional way in which to increase your abundance is to tithe. In the Bible, it says to give 10% of your earnings to the church or fellowship or what, right? Does tithing just have to happen for the church? Well, what I found is that I do tithe to a church. However, I also, in times that are difficult, or if there's something that I wish to create in the world, I will tithe. I will tithe my time, my attention. I will tithe things back into the world that are in my home. Currently, I'm in the midst of creating a new list for my city that exists here, that new city that I moved to be able to have people be able to write up and say, my car broke or my refrigerator went out. And does anyone have one? I need a blank. I need size 4 boys' clothes. Tithing can mean a lot of different things, but there's several principles that count in relationship to this concept of tithing. It doesn't have to be financial in nature at all. It's part of what I love the phrase, be the change you wish to see in the world. And if you're wishing for your abundance to change, look around and see where you're abundant. Maybe you're not working. You have abundance of time. Maybe you're home taking care of your little one and you have abundance of the ability to take on one more kid to somebody who needs it. It could be payment-based, but it could also just be a gift to a mom who is trying to get back on her feet and she needs someone to support her. There's all kinds of ways that tithing works, and it's the energy of it. It's the energy of it. We talked about, money being equated to water, right? Cash flow and even bank, like river bank, right? There's all kinds of different verbiage out there that relates to our economy being water. And what the interesting thing is that water flows as it's flowing through a river. It can get stopped up. And I've talked about this in another Zen in a Moment. That river can get stopped up and this little cesspool kind of tides off to the side and spins. Sticks and foam and dirt and, objects, trash get stuck in those little tide pools. And the longer that it's not released into the ocean or the water to flow to the ocean to be cleaned up, the more stagnant and more disease-ridden and dirty it gets. Well, I believe it's the same thing with what we are abundant in our lives. And so if we're stingy in any way, okay, that is one of those little cesspools. It's this area where we've said, no, I'm going to keep this over here for me. I'm not going to put it into the flow of the planet. And that over time begins to get dirty, trashy, diseased, and ugly. Stagnant water is no good. So if you think about that around your time, the things that you have, the energy that you have, sometimes somebody may ask you to, come and help them with something. And you're like, I'm too tired. I can't. Well, what about rising above that tiredness and getting out there and doing it anyways? Getting that stagnant energy moving of where you're not helping another person because you feel like you're too tired. Now, I'm not saying push yourself to the point of burnout. You always want to use your internal guidance system, always. If it opens you to support that person, then it's the right thing for you to do because it's part of your contribution to the world. And I think this is what it really boils down to. Is that every single day we have the opportunity to contribute. We may not always know how. We may feel like we don't have the opportunity. But the truth of the matter is every single day we have the opportunity to contribute. It could be to ourselves with self-care or a shift in your consciousness, your thinking, reading a great book that's opening you up to something new. Or it could be with your intimate family and being able to contribute to them in some way. Sometimes it's just 10 minutes of pure attention being put on a child. Usually that's all they need before they're like, okay, bye, I'm going to go play. But they really needed you to listen, to respond, to look at them in the eye, to not be on your phone, not be doing anything else, but just pure enjoyment of being present in the moment with your child, your husband, your wife need it just as badly, but so does the world. As you're out in the world, you're going to find that there are people who need you. And it could be as simple as a friend and you get a hit to call them and you call them and you found out something really rough happened. That happens with me all the time. But that precious moment is like tithing. It's you taking your energy off of yourself and putting it back into the flow of the abundance that's in the world. So if you're short on time, look at where you can give a little more time. Look at the different ways that you're abundant. You may not have everything you want, but there are things you have that other people do not have. All right, so I love this topic. It really does work. There's tons of ways for you to contribute and tithe because what goes around comes around. In the Bible, it says it returns to you tenfold. But we have all of these different things that are what goes around comes around, energy, right? And so go out and be the go around that's going to come back to you in a way that you're going to love and appreciate. So if you have not played the Recreating You, please go to therecreatingyouGame.com and sign up. We have one going on every month until June at this time. And this is the beginning of February 2023. It's already February. It's crazy. So that way you know if you're listening to these in an archive that we may or may not have the game, but we do as of now, and it is free. It is 6 days, and it's incredible. If you have played it, then you know how wonderful it is. Invite your friends. Send anyone at any time to the recreatingyouGame.com so that they can join and have this experience of a birthright that is theirs, that is 100% something that they were born with and is operating every day in their lives. And when they get an understanding of how to use it, their life will be better. All right, I am sending you love and blessings. Go forth and have an incredible day. If you are enjoying listening to the Zen in a Moment mini podcast, I want to invite you to something where you can get even more juicy, amazing content. I'd love to invite you to join the Fear Free Human Collective. It is a community membership site where I do training, coaching, I do mini master classes and masterminds and share all kinds of amazing content. And it's super affordable, and we have amazing people that are in it working on finding their openings when they are closed. It is a really lovely place to kind of have a respite from the world where cancer culture is running rampant and people are not getting along. If you want to go somewhere where people are not only getting along, but they are having a blast and sharing wins on how their life is dynamically changing by using their internal guidance system, then this is the place to go. Simply go to BeFearFreeNow.com. That URL again is BeFearFreeNow.com, and you will discover how affordable our membership is. We have a free level where you can come on in. Please give us a trial, enjoy it. And then we have levels that are $27, $47, and $97, depending on the level of training and the depth of coaching you want. So come join us. Join this wonderful, incredible movement to create a fear-free human species on this planet. I'd love to have you. Go to BeFearFreeNow.com. I'll see you there.